Also, I don't know if you know Vincessant or not. There. Hey, man, Vincessant. He's a man who's changed.
What do you mean by that?
I have no idea. I'm just making excuses for the fact that Beer. I forgot that Beer knew Vincessant.
I'm sure he has changed. Like, I'm sure he was wearing different clothes yesterday.
I hope. It's nasty if you don't. Well, it's a hot Saturday. Oh, Blink plays Marth. Yeah, sorry, I was busy.
Yeah. So Blink's a Marth Fox dual main.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure entirely where he uses which. I know versus Fox he'll use Marth generally.
Where's the camera?
And versus Marth he'll use Marth.
This is still top 8 winners quarters.
In this matchup, I kind of expected him to go. Oh my God, this happened again.
Yeah, it happened randomly too.
I kind of would have expected him to go Fox in this matchup, but his Marth was looking strong to start off with, but Vincessant clutches out that first stock.
I also feel like Vincessant has a lot of Marth practice.
Yes.
Because he's got Iceman, he's got you, there's a bunch of other Marths here in Washington as well. I mean, Mikey's here.
He hasn't played me in a long time, and I was never really much practice for him. Like, he's way better than I am. But yeah, he's got Mikey and Evan. And like, in terms of Foxes, until Brandon moved here, it was just Dacky.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell. Sorry, guys. No worries. All right, there we go. Thank God.
And we come back to Blink getting edge guarded. So yeah, that's the thing about this matchup. Like, if your advantage state as Marth has to be like pretty impeccable, or otherwise Peach is just gonna edge guard you. Peach is just gonna like clutch out those situations where she has the guaranteed kill but you don't.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people have this idea that Marth has to win neutral over and over in this matchup, but it's really not about that. It's about winning these like pressure situations over and over, where you like put Peach in the air, you put Peach on ledge, where Peach has an option to escape, but usually you're covering like most of what you can do.
Yeah, so like you're stuck in this position where,
like right now, oh, nice combo.
Yeah, this is 87. That is nothing to scoff at too.
It would have been nice to see him continue the tech chase.
There. So every part of P&W, that was a Stitch race that he just threw away. Every part of the P&W is actually pretty floaty heavy, except for Oregon. Or no, except for BC.
Oregon is not very floaty heavy, right? Like
when I went to their top 3 players, 2 of them are floaties, right? Because Aura's a Peach.
Who's their number 3?
I don't remember. I think they play.
Foos is inactive, right? And so is X.
Foos is inactive. Yeah. I know that for sure.
So I don't know who the number 3 is, and so maybe their top players are more floaty heavy. But whenever
well, Washington definitely is floaty heavy. That's for sure.
Yes, Washington's definitely floaty. Whenever I go down to Oregon, I feel like it's Fox and Marth country.
Huh, okay, I can see that.
It may be that the top players are different in that regard. But
holy crap, that was a dangerous position to be in.
Alright, but Blink is up a stock now, even though Vincent was looking really good.
Was up a stock, but he's still got a 50% lead, and he's coming down with invincibility, and Vincent puts himself in the corner.
Nice side B.
Nice
spacing.
Yeah, oh, that was almost sick.
This is like my favorite matchup in the game, man. I love this matchup.
It was super fun to watch.
Both of these guys have very aggressive takes on it.
Yeah, I always feel like this is a very, very interactive. Like, I know Marth is like known to be like, you want to take a ride on my train, but like I honestly just feel like Marth and Peach is like super what? Yeah, like it's very. Yeah, but man, Blink's doing such a good job keeping him in the corner, pushing him in these pressures right here. But Vincent gonna give it the downer.
Oh, nice timber up here to clean it up.
Yeah. All right. So best of 5 means no bans, which means Dreamland time. At least I think.
Yeah, I think so. And I do wonder if he'll switch to Fox for Dreamland.
Yeah.
All right, wiping his hands. Always good to keep your hands sweat-free.
Yeah. Stretches are super important. Stretch. Please stretch when you play Melee. This game is not good for your hands.
Get up, do some jumping jacks.
Just do some leg curls.
Okay, he's going to stick it out with Marth.
I like it.
That down smash was so good.
There. Does he dual main? Does he play Fox in certain matchups and plays Marth in other ones?
Yes, he does.
Okay. I would imagine he plays like Fox for like Puff.
Probably.
Speaking of which, there is no Puffs in this top 8.
That is shocking. I guess a lot of puffs are in
Are in
Massachusetts.
Shine, yeah.
Getting some disease from mosquitoes.
Oh god, EEE.
Dude, I read that kills 3 in 10 people. What
yes,
the heck?
Yes, it does. But like, if they show signs of it, if they have it.
Okay.
They show signs of it, yeah.
Sure. Are you saying it's asymptomatic or just like a lot of people won't catch it?
It's like 3% of the actual percentage is actually like 3 to 7% people will actually die versus like the actual 30.
3%
is
of what?
What?
3% of what?
3% of people who have it versus the people who get it who have severe symptoms.
So 90% of people who have it are just asymptomatic and it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, that's a little
very bad. Oh, but you know what's also really bad? Blink that position. Man, Dreamland's brutal for Marth.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely still think Marth wins, but it's really, really tough.
Yeah. I think you need to play this matchup perfectly in order to win on this stage.
Yeah, it's really hard to make like that. You have little mistakes like that. Like knowing when to disengage is really important.
Yeah.
Because like, if you choose to disengage in this matchup, Peach doesn't really get that much of a say in the matter.
Yeah. Interesting sword dance.
Nice up tilt.
Yeah. Is that sword dance? Yeah, that's sword dance.
Yeah, dancing blade.
Yeah, dancing blade. That's what it is. I play too much ultimate.
I thought it was a Pokemon reference. That would be nice. You use your side B and then all of your stuff does twice as much damage. That'd be sick.
Alright, reverse nair. Trying to get for the edge guard here.
Yeah, so this matchup for Peach, this is actually one of the hardest matches for Peach to edge guard.
Because of the side Bs and then the fact that he's got that little curl.
Yeah, and it's actually remarkably well, that and plus the fact that like Peach can't Marth killer the way like most characters can.
Oh, you're right. I couldn't think about that.
So I would say her edge guarding on Marth is still way, way, way better than Marth's edge guarding on Peach, right? And so like there's more opportunities for like really big reversals on Vincent's part than Blink's, but like Vincent still needs to be making those reads to like get those edge guards. Like those are not easy edge guards to get.
Yeah. How many up Bs are we gonna see? Alright, this might take it. Nope. He doesn't have a second jump. So he's gotta rely on either an air dodge
the aerial. Okay, nice. Okay, staying alive.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, reverse up B. Taking that stock. 12% on Blink. That whole sequence only got netted him like 12% for himself, so like he's pretty happy seeing that percentage. Especially in this position.
Yeah, Blink's been doing a really good job pushing advantage. If he can continue it for the stock, like
I think the other problem is that he's getting caught a lot by down smash.
Oh no.
Yeah, not that time.
Okay, we're going to game 3.
Where do you go?
There's a lot of places you could take Peach.
Pokemon and Yoshi's, I guess?
Pokemon, Yoshi's, and FD are your 3 common choices depending on your style.
FD? Oh yeah, FD. You're right.
Basically, you choose FD if you feel comfortable with the turnips, and you choose Stadium or Yoshi's if you don't.
He's been doing a pretty good job keeping the turnips out of his things, but he's also been really good at keeping this aggression up and just like forcing Vincent to like just back off.
So while it's true that he's been doing a good job at not letting Vincent pull turnips, I feel like Vincent's not the kind of player that pulls a lot of turnips in the first place.
That is true.
And yeah, so this is the thing about FD. Like juggling is so much easier on this stage.
Yeah, there's no triplats and nothing like that.
Oh,
he
I
almost
like it.
had it. Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. I think it's really solid. His game plan, he's been following it to a T. It's been really good.
I do feel like Vincent is not mixing up his recovery enough.
I mean, there's not a lot you can do with that up B, right?
There's a ton you can do with that up B, man.
Really?
Like, Armada doesn't... You notice how Armada never gets edge guarded? It's not... Like, there's nothing magical about the fact that he's a top player, therefore he doesn't get edge guarded. It's because he's good at recovery mix-ups. Like, so with the Umbrella...
I don't think that. Yep.
With the Umbrella, like, you have drift mix-ups, and you have fast fall mix-ups, and you have between fast fall and slow fall mix-ups. And between all of those, you can make it really tricky for your opponent to guess when he needs to commit.
Right.
And you can like force them into situations where they like have to choose between overcommitting or letting you back on. And
oh, that's a good point. I did not actually consider that. Yeah.
And yes, sometimes you'll get hit, and that's fine as long as you don't die. Because as long as you can rinse and repeat enough, then the mix-ups will eventually let you back on.
Yeah. What matters isn't exactly the percentage. It's like you don't want to lose that stock. It's so that you can build that percentage. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's not like Armada just like super
Whoa.
duper hard reads people out of this world when he recovers. Like he has this set of mix-ups that he goes for to make it hard for his opponent to guess in the first place. Like Peach's recovery, like I think a lot of people act like Peach is like this very edgeguardable character and that people are bad at it, but she actually has a lot of mix-ups. It's not trivial to edgeguard her.
Oh, and I mean like the float alone mixed in with the up B and the fact that she can like fast fall out of that too.
No, and not to mention
her
her air dodge is very low lag.
Oh yeah. It doesn't go super far though, right?
It goes as far as anyone else's.
Oh, that's true. Okay. God, Melee lies, dude.
All right, that was a nice cover.
AZ, baby. Let's go.
69.
No more AZ. Again, in the corner.
Yeah, so when Peach is on ledge, she has very few options. It's not like a guaranteed punish situation, but so here's the thing. If Marth just tries to react to everything Peach does, Peach can do neutral get up, and usually she'll be safe. Like if you're looking for that option specifically, you can maybe react to it. But for the most part, like it's safe to do neutral get up if your opponent's just looking for a reaction. But then like your opponent can just like preemptively cover that, right?
Yeah.
He can be in position to like do a nair in place to cover that. And then Peach has like a lot less options. She has to like start mixing between roll and tournament winner. And once you have Peach like mixing it between tournament winner, roll, neutral get up, that's kind of her basic ledge play.
The recognition.
On top of that, she can do like her drop double jump aerial, but that's super slow.
Yeah. That thing's like got a crazy amount of end lag, right?
Yeah. She has to mix it up with like a ledge stall essentially, like a super untrue ledge stall, which she can do. It like gives her some unreactable potential when she's on ledge, but it's overall a very, very, very bad situation. Like when you're edge guarding Peach, I think it's a lot less about actually hitting her and a lot more about forcing her to get to ledge. And then ledge trapping as well.
Oh man, Vincent was trying to read the jump into that too. But this is a last stock situation.
I also believe that if you correct me if I'm wrong, but if you hit Peach off ledge, I don't think she gets her float back.
If you hit her off of what, ledge?
Yeah. So I know like if she like lets go of ledge by herself, she won't get float back. I'm not sure if it's true if you hit her off ledge, that's true as well.
Sent to the moon. Yeah.
All right, that's looking nice. So we're going to game 4. Some Peaches like Stadium a lot, which personally surprises me. I don't think Stadium's good at all for Peach, but like some Peaches really likes to. Fountain is another one of the stages that kind of goes either way. Like, I personally think Marth is super strong on Fountain, but some Peaches like it. Okay, we're going to Yoshi's. I actually think like this stage is like pretty decent for Peach.
Especially considering the aggressive playstyle of Vincent. Like, I think it would appreciate him more. We haven't played this match yet. We have not played on stage yet. No.
Yeah. Like, the biggest downside of the stage, of course, is the fact that Peach dies early, which she doesn't really do on other stages. You don't really have to edge guard her as much. You don't have to juggle her as much. A random F smash is much more likely to kill. But the neutral is just so much better for Peach, I think. Like, people will talk about Marth's gigantic sword, but like the reality is that like having limited dash options is more relevant.
Yeah. And already a really solid lead for Vincent. Almost a whole stock lead. Although that can go away in an instant. This stage is, despite it being like, you know, really good for Vincent's playstyle, it's really small. It's really small. Like Marth's sword, well, it covers a whole stage.
Well, it doesn't though. Like I mean, people say that as if like it's like an exaggeration of the truth, but really it's not even close to the truth.
I mean, how much is like Marth can cover like the whole platform.
Sure.
Almost the entirety of that platform on the bottom of it too.
Covering the platform, he's very, very good at. He's really good at covering vertical space on the stage.
But horizontally?
Horizontally, the lack of space to run around means he's forced to swing, which gives you more options to whiff punish Marth. And that's honestly a huge part of how Peach gets openings in this matchup. She's looking for places where Marth has overcommitted on a swing.
Right. And then immediately just punish right there too. There. That was an interesting nair. Did he crouch cancel that? No, he can't crouch cancel. I guess he just like wasn't a
Oh, what is this combo? That's nuts. Great fair.
It's been like the entire set actually, where like they'll go back and forth and doing these incredibly long strings that do an incredibly long amount of damage.
Oh, that was so good. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a clip and a half.
Yeah. Well, this was streamed.
It's recorded. to get bombed.
As in, like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
no one can clip that right now.
Clip that.
Oh, we can get a highlights.
Oh, forward smash, and that's going to be...
Diamond the Puff highlights compilation later.
Oh, yeah.
That fair is the kind of overextension we're talking about, although that fair was just kind of not very good.
What? Winner's quarters.
Like, really the types of safe options Marth has, like Marth's Nair is really, really strong. It's very safe.
Yeah. Oh, the bomb. Okay.
Down tilt is low lag, but Peach can float over with, like, anything, right? So Nair is, like, I think your go-to zoning tool in this matchup. Nair and, like, retreating fair and late fair. But that kind of early approaching fair is very, very whip punishable, and, like, that's giving up a huge opening for nothing for Peach in this matchup.
There. Oh, man. I thought Blink was not going to catch that, turn up. Rolls back on. Yeah, you're right. She does not have a lot of options on stage like that. Yeah, each forward smash are 106% for Blink right here. Are we going to game 5? Or is Blink going to close this out? Already a grab.
Like, the one time you want to go for early approaching fair is, like...
Yeah, game 5.
That's sick. This is a sick set so far.
Yeah.
I love this matchup,
This
man.
is super back and forth.
So the early approaching fair, it's good if you think you are... So, first of all, they have to be able to crouch cancel percents. And you are kind of... You can't, like, do it in place. You have to, like, do it out of a dash forward, really.
Oh, there. Strong start right here. 50%. It might be a forward smash.
Like, the reason you would want to do it is because you get big conversions of it. It's, like, not a very safe option in neutral, but it's got a pretty high reward. Anyway, we got Peach in the corner. Oh, Peach fares her way out. Nice. Pulls a turnip, immediately burns it. Yeah, Vincent, like, looking like not a super turnip heavy Peach in this matchup. Definitely preferring to scrap.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay.
Ooh, nice down smash. Alright, Blink picks it back. I wonder what the mark tag is.
The what?
The mark tag?
Maybe it's his name.
No, Mark's not his name.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Unfortunate, SD. Wait, what? Did he just toad?
Yeah, he's been toading a few times this set.
Interesting.
It hasn't really worked out for him.
Yeah. It's hard to know the situations where the toad's actually useful too, and you have to commit to it. And it's extremely laggy. It's by far it might be Peach's worst move.
You think it's worse than Peach Bomber?
Oh, or forward tilt.
Forward tilt at least has combo extensions.
Yeah.
Like, it's a janky move to use, but if you, like, accidentally forward tilt, you can actually, like, get a lot.
Oh my god.
Ban hero.
Ban hero.
Hashtag ban hero.
There. Yeah, but Vincent with the stitch, making the conversion because of that too. I don't think he saw it too. I think he just tossed it because like it's right in front of his face. He definitely didn't see
nice
drop.
conversion.
Yeah. Another up air?
Yeah, see, the platform, like, gave Vincent a mix-up there, which allowed him to get out of that juggle, where, like, on FD he wouldn't have been able to get out. But overall, I think this stage is still super strong.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that up tilt's gonna take that stock, and Blink immediately brings it back, too. Despite that stitch face. Alright. Coming down.
I do wonder how, Freezing Stadium affects this matchup. Because, the parts that, like, Rock and Fire Transform, for example, Peach has way more potential to pressure really hard in those corners. With like fast flow cancel aerials. But outside of those corners, if she's the one corner, then Marth's sword is much harder to get past. Like, so Peach is probably better in the close range game and Marth's better in the far range game, and I don't know which wins out more in terms of the effect of unfreezing stadium. Or freezing stadium.
Yeah. I think it's just got to be something that we have to look through time. It's not going to be as obvious as first. Oh my gosh. That's the second SD.
We are on
Blink.
winner's stock for Blink. Oh, he's looking for that pivot F smash, but not enough space to get it.
Yeah. Oh, Vince just comes down with the fair. It's just an opportunity to grab a lot of percentage.
That's the Marth.
That's the 07, man. That is the 07. like that's what Ken did on Evo Grand Final 2007.
Link kind of approaching a lot now. We're really hungry, and I feel like
Yeah.
oh, the
Down
rock.
smash.
Was that intentional?
I think it absolutely was intentional because he was spacing around that too. And besides forward smash, it's like his longest one, right?
I mean, if you're at that spacing and you're using that move, it's also likely that you're down tilting, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was saying.
Oh, back here! Oh my gosh!
So even now. Oh my god.
And now it's corner.
Yeah, see,
position.
like by fast falling there, like he's been fast falling there like kind of every time. Oh, there we go. That was a
Yeah.
nice mix up to get back on.
All right, down. Oh, back throw. Interesting. I
Probably
don't know
not
if he wanted
intentional.
back throw.
Yeah, nice drift.
Oh
okay.
my gosh!
Yeah, he missed the fast fall this time.
Oh
but,
my gosh!
Is this it? Oh!
My
And that
God, he takes
that was a
stock,
crazy
and that's
set.
Unfortunate for Blink. It just
Definitely
rough.
the sickest set so far.
Yeah.
That was really, really
Good
cool.
stuff to Vincent for clutching it out.
Good games, guys.
Hey! Hey! That's what the fuck you doing, dude?
Vincent looking quite smug right now.
That's a 2 thumbs down.
That's an immediate ban. That should just be an immediate ban, honestly. Yeah. That's not appropriate by any means. It's not okay. Whatever. It pisses me off whenever anybody does that kind of stuff.